Hello everyone, welcome to my new LP for the 2013 year. This is Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, and I need to take care of something for a minute because there should be a new game and not I continue there. 1 minute. Okay guys, this is my new LP again, sorry about that. Now this is Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. This is actually a game I played last year when before all this stuff on my channel actually happened. I played this game last year around Thanksgiving. Finished it within December of last year. This game was so fun that I really needed to LP this game. So without further ado, let's get this started, shall we? I have a voice actor for this LP, but he's not gonna really appear till case number 2. So first episode is episode 1, Turnabout Trump. This is our first case as a new attorney. Let's do this. Showdown time. You lose. Ah! Eek! So much went on. So many confused. I am so confused. Not really. This is actually a pretty fun game. It gets really annoying after a couple of times, and we have our first murder victim. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. So we have a mysterious murdered man. A man also talking about something that happened with a murder case, and apparently he's supposed to be in someone's hands if it comes to it. This is gonna be a real fun ride. I hope for anybody who's never played any Phoenix Wright games, then this will be a good game for you. Panicked, palms sweaty. Actually, my palms are sweaty right now. Not you need to know that. I can admit, I'm nervous. Ah, good morning. Good morning, sir. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Oh, wound up, sir. No, I'm loose. I'm fine. That screeching noise. Is that your voice? It's supposed to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? I'm fine. I got up at 5 in the morning to do my chords still. Voice workout, and I'm fine. Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech. I overdid it again. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Drift gotten, sir! I'm all over that drift! As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. You must be I wouldn't say client, and I wouldn't say... I can't think of the... This is a freaking court game, and I love this setup, too. Yes, I'm fine, sir. You'd be hearing me going off topic here as an outward voice, just to express what I'm feeling right now. So yeah, one more thing. Don't say you're fine fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Now, not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant was accused of murder. My boss wants me to help him out, of course. And so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him, no way! Holy good lord, we got a hobo in the courtroom. Whoa! Good morning. It's all up to you today. First trial, nervous. Meeting him, cardiac arrest. think I'm supposed to say something. Help? So, you're fine, I'm fine. Ah, Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me. Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why? You'll see. You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean, it's time. Shall we? Yes, sir. Okay, I need to focus. First freaking case of the game, and we're already in the courtroom. This is really boding well for us, isn't it? First trial, here comes justice. The court is now in session. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is, fine, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Act too late. Your name was Mr. Justice? And this is your first trial? Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine. Really? Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strained. At him, Mr. Gavin? Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must always accede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Wait a minute, he requested me? Oh, that jackwagon. Well, of course he wants a justice. To entrust this case to this greenhorn. Why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel? You will hear him mention cords of steel throughout this entire game. So, yeah, Apollo is a weird one. Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the room, the courtroom. Sorry, I'm bouncing up this entire thing. I'm sorry. This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Long time no see, Mr. Wright. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright? How could this have happened? I won't speak of it further then. The prosecution would be so kind to explain the charges, Mr. Payne. Just think, I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I see you leave in chains. Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever. Yep, you are a pain in my rear. Ahem. The crime occurred at the Borscht Ball Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him. Wham! On the head. Smack! Killed him cold. A customer at the restaurant, you say. And the defendant? You say he was the pianist for the club, it seems. Phoenix Wright. A pianist? This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is unfortunate. Apparently our defendant's drink of choice. The court assessed this deadly bottle as evidence. Deadly bottle. That's so funny. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filled in the court record. Make practice of checking it frequently. The court record. Right! I've heard of that. Use the court record button to look at the evidence so far. Now, I'm sorry to take this time right now, but I really want to make note of this. I was thinking about not including the bounce screen, but you know what? It's actually really important to this game, and you do this a lot. And feels right. And so the games, you need to look at the evidence. So, you know, what I'm gonna probably do, since I don't know this game too well, what I'm gonna do is for anybody who's actually played this game all the way through and remembers it. What I'm gonna really need you to do is, if I make a wrong mistake in an episode and I don't solve it before the episode's over, what I'm gonna need for you to do is probably in the comment section below is let me know pretty much if there's something, a hint towards an item that I probably have that I didn't put it to a certain statement. I'll let you know more about that later on. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Right, the court record button. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. That's what she said, just kidding. So the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this, Shady Smith fellow? They believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. A traveler? According to his passport, he's been out of the country for a number of years. He's only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear. And he had some sort of connection with the defendant. That too is unclear at the present, Your Honor. We believe that they first met at the ball club on the night of the crime. If they just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing. That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of crime. Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. And the jury's out on that one. You know, there really is no jury apparently. We'll get into more of why there's no jury in this case, in future cases at that. Indeed, it appears that the defendant has fallen and become the basest of sort of criminal. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game, in the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits. A silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs, wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. Now, I really want you to pay attention to this line. You will know why this line is very important later on in this case. You will know why. Just remember that. Wreathed in blue flame. He knows a lot about the cards. For some odd reason, for a guy who was just having dinner with Wright. Come again? The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. You know what? I don't know why, but Gavin just comes off to me as a gay man. Sorry, I mean that to be my boss, but he just comes off to me like that. That will be the first order of business here then. To find out more about this fatal game of cards. Wright doesn't seem happy about this. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing. What was that? Some man just came up here. Just checking behind me. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over the poker table. The room where we played and the competition in there are club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all. It is a game, and our customers are happy. Well, that's pretty interesting. So I'm guessing that's enough for this episode of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. We'll actually start questioning. We'll also start cross-examining his pretty much his testimony. Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. Very well. The defense may begin a cross-examination. We'll begin a cross-examination next episode, folks. See you guys then.